All right, so this next team, Atlas, is a team that basically really took trip planning and broke apart and said, hey, what are all of the different features that we really need that are missing from all of these separate apps? How can I plan my activities, my places that I'm going to eat, the places that I'm going to stay, all these things in one easy platform? Well, I shouldn't say one, I should say two, because they have not only a desktop app, but also a coupled mobile app. I'll let them tell you more about that.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming. My name is Jim, and it was my absolute pleasure to work with Kemet, Devam, and Mark. Together, we bring you Atlas. And while brainstorming ideas for our project, we realized that we all had a common problem, which was that planning a trip can be very cumbersome. Users will typically use group emails or shared documents, and as a result, important details get lost in a mess of information. Atlas solves this problem by giving users a centralized platform to share and store all details relevant to the trip. Users will first plan a trip through our website, but we realize that not many people actually pull out their laptops while doing activities. For that, we also have a mobile companion app built using React Native. I'm going to hand it off to Kemet now to walk through a user experience.
Thanks, Jim. I'm going to go ahead and use Atlas to plan my trip to Paris. Since I'm already a registered user, I'm going to go ahead and log in. To authenticate user signups and logins, we decided to utilize the Passport library in our Express server. After I log in, a dashboard view shows me all my trips. I'm able to create a trip as well as view past and future trips. I'm going to go ahead and create my Paris trip. We're using React and Redux to create a smooth user experience while navigating through the app. Now that my trip's been made, I'm going to go ahead and invite my friends. Each trip generates a unique URL link that I can share with my friends who can use that link to join my trip. I'm going to go ahead and invite Devam. Once Devam accepts this invitation, each member of our Paris trip will get a notification that he's joined. To streamline the invitation and notification process, we decided to utilize the lightweight node mailer library to be able to send information to current as well as future members of the trip. Now, Devam will talk about adding information to our Paris trip.
Thanks, Kemet. So when people go on a trip, they don't just go to a location, they have activities planned. So we needed Atlas to have features to add activities as well. One of the challenges we faced was how do we make this process of adding activities as intuitive as possible? And to overcome this, we decided to use a Google Maps API with search integration. So in our trip to Paris, let's say we want to visit the Louvre. I can enter in the Louvre into the search box, get a result, and add an activity that way. Or let's say we want to visit the Eiffel Tower. I can actually click on the map, scroll over to where the Eiffel Tower is, click on it, and add an activity that way. So behind the scenes, we're actually reading elements off the DOM, and we're getting location data off the map to add geotags to our activities. Now, a trip wouldn't be complete without accommodations, and we've added a form to include accommodations as well. And to make searching combinations as easy as possible, we have a search feature with autocomplete to make it as easy as possible. I'll hand it over to Mark, who'll go over some more features of our app.
So now our trip has some details. However, what I can see on the trip has to be the exact same information that everybody else on the trip can see as well. And whenever one of us updates some information, that newly updated data has to be available to every single other person on the trip. To solve this problem, we utilized a Postgres database and its relational nature. Now, when we're on a trip, pretty much everyone brings a phone these days. However, not everybody has international data. We needed to solve this problem to make sure that users could actually use our mobile app while they're on their trip. So we utilized React Native's async storage to make sure that even when the user has absolutely no internet connection, they can still see all their relevant trip information, such as their calendar, their accommodations, and their activities. This is Atlas. Atlas was a tremendous effort, and a wise person once said, "Great programmers don't make great software, great teams do." Atlas is a testament to this, and I can't thank my team enough. We really hope you use us to plan our next trip. Please visit us at atlas-trips.herokuapp.com. Thank you all so much.
As usual, if you love this, go ahead and like the post, like the pinned comment, make sure you get out the votes so that they can win that prize.
Yeah, I mean, I think another quote I would add that I've heard is that great programmers need to find great problems to solve. And I think that this is it's actually a everlasting problem, like planning a trip with friends. And I really think that this team did a good job of incorporating mobile. I like the feature where like you can click directly on the map. And also like that it works in offline mode. And so they really thought about the user's perspective, and did a really great job overall.
Yeah, the sheer quantity of features they built in just a few weeks is astonishing.